There's one really, really important aspect of working with layers, and that is saving them. Saving your images so you can come back and work with these layers again one day. So what you'll do here is go up to the File menu, go down to Save. It's going to open up that Save dialog box. Just make sure you choose the format called Photoshop PSD, because you'll see it names it a PSD file. This is the Photoshop document. All right, it even has this little checkbox down here. Let me zoom in for you. See that little checkbox for layers, which means it's saving the layers. So what happens here, as long as I click Save, I save this as a PSD document. I can then close it. I can come back here later on. It could be a day, it could be a week later. Open Recent and open that file, and all my layers are intact, so I can continue to work on it just like I did when I left it. I can even give it to somebody else and they can work on it. As long as they've got Photoshop, they can open up a Photoshop PSD file as well. The main lesson that I can teach you here is if you go to the File menu and you go down to Save, and you've worked on all these layers, you haven't saved it as a PSD file yet, but you go down here and you choose JPEG. Notice layers are turned off. JPEGs don't save layers. So you've added all these layers, you've done all this work, you save it as a JPEG. I hate to tell you, but you've just lost all your work. Yeah, I shouldn't say that. I can save it as a JPEG just fine, okay? And my work is still here. But if I close this file before saving it as a PSD file as well, then my work is gone, because all I have to show for it is a JPEG, and the JPEG doesn't have all those layers inside of it. So make sure you get in there, save often, and just make sure you choose that Photoshop PSD format, and you'll be good to go.